Ewela, Ewela, Ndauwe, Makosi, Togodani, and Kamagu, and Kanyang. Anyway, catching up for the Tuesday live session. We back. So, today, what is all about? I'm here in case anyone needs help with ancestral things. So, I'm here. Okay. All right. Advice session. Anyway, I'm here. Right. I'll give myself at least 20 minutes here in case someone is here and needs help. Do the ding, ding, ding by typing. There. So we see how we can help each other spiritually. How do I get into that? Okay, we're here. This is all about. In case someone needs advice, I'm here. Anyway, I'm not gonna be just watching myself. I'll do something while waiting for someone to pop in. That's it, isn't it? My people, where are you? Okay. Looks like you guys just want to see me today, right? Nothing else. You don't want to talk to me, which is not nice. You just want to see if I'm still alive. I'm still here, Khanyi. So, yeah, anyone who needs advice, spiritual advice. If you're on this journey and you need spiritual advice. Oh gosh, I didn't prepare for this properly, did I? Khani sing me and Khani sing you there. Hey. Guys, talk to me now. I'm not gonna be just here, just sitting down here like someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Okay. I can see Thelma there. Tavera Thelma. So I can do that. Look at that. Look at you guys there. So I don't look like a... Because this thing will fall off if I keep on doing this, right? All right. Khanyang, 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 Khanyang. We are catching up for the Tuesday live session where we talk about spiritual things. And, we at least carry each other along so that some of us don't stay behind while we're moving forward in this spiritual path. So that is what this session is all about. Right? Khanyising each other. Again, Tovela Thelma, Khanya, Khanya, Khanya. And Stumbu. We are listening Stumbu, Khanya Stumbu, Diakanyo Lisedi, and Khanya Liakanyo. Becoming, Togoza becoming. All right. Farida, Togoza, and Khanya. Okay, I'm here listening, busy making coffee. Make your coffee because I'm drinking one as well. This is my first coffee of the day. So drink your coffee and we're gonna be here. Okay, what has been happening with me in my spiritual path? Not much. I've been too busy. Yeah, busy, guys, really busy. I have to say yes, I'm happy. It's good to be busy, isn't it? Yeah, too busy on the spiritual path. And yes, that's what has been happening with me. That's why I have been disappearing, guys. You know what it's like. They say some of us, you see small coins, you start behaving like you're like that. Anyway, I'm just making fun, right? I'm trying as well to get. Are you warming the coffee again? Are you supposed to be warming it? Making it, I guess. If you don't mind, honey, just hot water here because this one is cold. So yes, I've been busy. Yes, thank you guys. You've been keeping me busy. Anyway, that's just me. Thanks. And so I'm just here to catch up, guys. So what's happening with you? How have you been getting on this path? Thelma, you must be working by now. Dear Kanyu, what's been happening with you? You must be busy too. Okay. What's happening here? So that's just that. Oh gosh, I've gone back to that's just that, isn't it? All right, guys. I guess this is like there's nothing much to talk about, isn't it? I'm just gonna drink my coffee with you, and at least you've seen I'm khanying, right? I'm khanying, and you're wondering as well. I'm khanying with the yellow things, right? Yes, they've introduced yellow into my dumba. Yeah, so I've got yellow now, so I'm introducing it as well. Anyway, talking about that, there's something. Oh, actually, let me do this while here, because you guys are not talking to me. Let me just reply to some beautiful messages I've been getting on my comment section on some of the videos. Okay. It's not easy being a female with this brass. Anyway, where is that? I need to reply to that one. I guess she or he will release here. Okay. Slow. Anyway, it was regarding. Anyway, let me just open it. I'm gonna talk about it like I'm gonna read the message first. It's opening. Internet today is too slow for my liking. Okay, I'm using my. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful dream from Nomsa and Dawe. Okay, I'm still on the journey. Okay, thank you for the teachings. I'm still on the journey. If I may ask, how Can I make sense of dreaming of a white cobra, pure white? It was standing, not attacking, and the back of the snake was the pattern of the dress I was wearing. She was talking about this dress. Oh, she was talking about this dress, the Njeti emblem, right? So guys, remember when Mandawi spirits are sending you when they are showing you their presence, they use all different tactics. You could be lighting a candle and the candle just have the emblem, the Njeti emblem. You see, instead of seeing a yellow candle, you just see the Mandawi pattern, right? The flower, the Njeti pattern, emblem, I guess. Thanks, you. So you just see that. And on this one, she was talking about the snake. So sometimes they can appear like this. Sometimes you might see someone dressing up like this. Instead of seeing this black and white thing, you see the Njeti pattern, you know, this emblem. Like someone is wrapped like in this Njeti emblem like that. You know, they do it in different ways. Or instead of looking at the necklace, someone is wearing something like this. It's like a Njeti emblem kind of thing. So they show their presence in different ways. It depends how they get to you. It's beautiful, isn't it, the way they do it? So yes, they show it in different ways. In books, you can see a book like this, just in Njeti, like that. And yes, or someone can be drinking coffee in a cup, just in Njeti emblem kind of thing. Like instead of seeing a white cup, you see the cup is decorated with this. So they appear in beautiful ways, you know. It depends on how they want to attract you, because sometimes they know what you like, isn't it? So they attract you the way you like, the way they know that you'll be, when you wake up from the dream, you will love it. Anyway, okay. What is the meaning behind the burning sensation of the left ear? Okay, I wouldn't know. Remember that sometimes, this is Maneuver was asking about this. Remember when it comes to physical symptoms, spiritual physical symptoms, guys, it's very difficult for me as a healer to just read your messages here and say that it means that, because like spiritual symptoms, they come in, sometimes they physically come to you, like they appear physically to you when it becomes a physical symptoms. Sometimes they can come the same way as your medical, something that doesn't need spiritual attention but need medical attention. They might appear to you like that. So it's always good, especially when you're asking about things to do with physical symptoms on your body. You've ruled out anything medical, right? Now we are talking about spiritual things, because someone is not consulting, right? So if you're not in consultation and you're asking someone, oh, I've been having headaches, and someone says, it's Mandawi spirit. Just like that, it's Mandawi spirit. And they are not in consultation with you, they just tell you it's Mandawi spirit. And you've got something in the background that someone hasn't seen. So remember, like I said, physical symptoms can come as spiritual, you know, they spiritually make aware by making sure that you physically feel some things. But it is always good to consult, especially when you're worried about things like this. Rule out anything else so that we can look into it spiritually. So online is very difficult for physical symptoms. I do say that Mandawi spirit sometimes, or even Abalozi, sometimes they say this, but we need to be responsible as people, especially when it comes to our health, right? Okay. I have a question. Okay. All right. This was from Nontokozwani, right? Okay, Tobelangaka, I have a question. Why are some of the Sangomas from Healers Association against self-initiates? I do not know. Guys, it's very difficult. Sometimes people are not doing this out of, what they call it? What they call it when some people are naive and some people are like, what they call it? When you just don't know something. Sometimes people just don't know things like that exist, right? I'm here, I'm a self-initiated healer. But if you haven't seen people like that, you haven't met people like that, you haven't seen it, and you're not open to seeing some different things or different perspective from different people, so you'll be closed. As a healer, you'll be closed, and it's very dangerous as a healer to be closed. So you'll be closed, and sometimes people answer questions or they tell you about things because they've got they think about other things. So you like when I'm saying other things, when it comes to being self-initiating, I find this as well. I'm struggling with this as well sometimes as a healer. Sometimes you can tell someone is self-initiated, is being self-initiated by ancestors, and they are coming to you and they believe that you need to help them, right? They believe you need to help them, even though you're trying to tell them that, look, you can do this on your own, you can do this on your own. They are pushing you to do it. So sometimes you're conflicted as a healer, so you'll find that with that conflict you end up saying, yeah, you do it. But sometimes some healers, they are really just want to train you so they can get money anyway. It is just people's this, we've got all legs anyway, so they'll do things like that. But anyway, some people, they don't know, they really don't know, so they'll say it doesn't exist because they don't know. So yesterday, mom, okay, all right, okay, this was something else, okay, all right, okay, anyway, I wanted to reply to this one. Okay, all right, remember sometimes, guys, when you go into a healer for consultation or for whatever reason, you need, before you come out of the house, you need to talk to your people, to you have to ask permission, right? Ask permission. Even sometimes it's emergency, you haven't got time, your people are really stressed, they just see something just change around them, all they can think about is taking you to someone who can help you. So you always have, even during that time, you need to ask permission from your ancestors, so that your ancestors, they can quickly check where you're going, and when you get there, they can see fast, because they will be walking, they will be going there with you anyway. They're the ones giving you all these problems, so they'll be the ones making sure that you do not go into places that they wouldn't be happy with you being there. So it is always good, please, permission. It is very important to ask for permission from our ancestors, spirits, and God. Yes, sometimes as healers, even before we open this one, it doesn't mean it's red flag. Sometimes as healers, when someone comes to us, we love to know and engage someone. It depends who's coming to you as a patient, right? You love to engage with them first to find out if they've got dreams, they've had any dreams. If they haven't asked permission first, because some people, they will just pop in. Because remember, there are people who do things before time. There are some people who they are walk-ins, patients, right? So when they walk in, you want to try to get to understand them before you open things. You want to try and talk to them, because you are guided as well. As a healer, you're guided. Sometimes you'll talk to them about their dreams. What is happening? Have you been dreaming? Or things like that. Because it is normal. You're trying to make someone feel comfortable. So we try to make people feel comfortable in different ways. So some people will just walk in and they start checking. They are in consultation mode. But some, they will have to try and talk to you. Because remember, people are different. You have to try to make people relax by talking about other things. So they'll be thinking about other things. So as well, you are letting your people, and the person relax and their ancestors relax. You understand? It is not necessarily red flags. Okay. Okay. Where was that? All right. Anyway, that was just that one. Gosh, I was too fast, wasn't I? I'm like that at the beginning. Okay. Okay, that was from Alba. Alba asked, okay, what does it mean when you keep dreaming of a virus? I wouldn't know. Remember that if you're on the spiritual path, your ancestors, they will be teaching you about diseases. So when they are teaching you about diseases, they have to make sure that they show you things to do with that. Like in case this is a teaching dream, in case. So if they're teaching you about the virus, they'll make a scenario where they show you how the virus starts, how someone gets the virus or something like that. Sometimes they'll use people that they have already had that kind of a virus, right? So they'll use those people in your dreams to show you that when someone like this get that kind of a virus, we deal with it like that. Or this virus is called this and that. This virus, we deal with it like that. This virus comes in this way. This virus can change forms in this way and this way, this way. So they'll be teaching you about these things. Remember, as a traditional healer, that is what you'll be taught about. When it comes to community, your ancestors, if you're traditional healer, meaning that you're those healers that you're gonna be understand, they will be teaching you about your the history of your people and stuff like that, how you do rituals and stuff like that. Even things like viruses, they'll be teaching you about them, because those are the things that will affect your community. They are kind of viruses that they are airborne, so that means if one person is affected, the rest will be affected. There are some viruses, when it comes, it's like a blood, through blood, right? So that means obviously there will be a lot of people being affected in the community. So your ancestors will be teaching about those things, like those things. Actually, when I was reading Aubaquis thing, I was getting that if you understand Ngagatsupe, right? The definition of Ngagatsupe, I explain it in Sotho only. So Ngagatsupe is about like is someone who can tell what is happening with the community. Like sometimes like they say like wadupela kind of thing. Like someone who can smell if there's something not right. So if you're looking at it, because that's metaphorical, that's ancestors using idioms and stuff like that. So all they're saying is that you'll understand things like viruses, things that people get through nose, like the inhaling and exhaling thing, right? Airborne kind of things. So when they say ukwakamati, like right? So they're talking about when it happens, like what is happening to your blood, because the blood flows like that, isn't it? So you can tell, because they will be teaching you about that, the blood thing, what happens to people's blood when they're infected, when there are things like that, So it talks about things like that. Sometimes when we listen to our languages properly, we will understand the kind of healers we are gonna be, right? So if they say you're Ngagatsupe, I do not know what what you're gonna be healing with. So when they say you're Ngagatsupe, that means those are the kind of things you're gonna know. You're gonna know about things that affect our people, like airborne kind of thing, things that affect our people, blood, things like that. So things that affect our people. What else did they say? There's another one, and it's like a Ngagatsupe as well. It depends, because it depends where you are located, where you are based, right? Your gift will come based on where you're based. I mean that if where you're based, there's lack of something, or there's something that is not right within the community, something like there are some floods, things like that, your teaching will be around that beat. You'll try to understand about nature in that way, because as Ngagatsupe, because you move, like you adapt to changes with your people, with the community, changes with the environment kind of things, changes that with animals, things that animals can get and they affect your people as well, things that your people can get, they affect the animals as well, things that because of the environment that we live in, they can affect your people as well. You understand about that. So Ngagatsupe in Cape Town is not going to be Ngagatsupe in Limpopo, because in Cape Town there are different things that people there, they get affected by certain things because of the environment there. People in Limpopo as well, the Ngagatsupe there will be different because it's based in that part of the country. That means we'll understand people there based on the environment that the people live in, the community. That is why you see with us as traditional healers, our people, they take us to different places. Like you see a healer going to train from Limpopo, going to train in Cape Town, because your people want you to understand the environment there, based on the environment that you're coming from, so they can see what they can use from that part of the country to use in this part of the country. That's why we get sent to different places. Okay, I was explaining to Aubak, but Aubak's dream is more than what he explained, I guess. But I just wanted to bring it a little bit of info, because when it comes to viruses, especially when they're teaching us about them, it's a lot of information that they give us, ancestors give us in those dreams. Anyway, let's go back to the live session. Anyway, where was I? Live session, visit. Okay. I just saw, I woke up laughing today. All right, I'm here listening. Okay, that's Farida Togoza. Thelma, with school dreams, I found myself back at university. Woo, wow. I wake up laughing today. Woo. So you're at university. That's interesting. You're gonna be learning more there. What is the significance of yellow and red? Yellow and red in what way? Progression of dreams since last year. I consulted and asked why she was giving me food in my dreams. Okay. The other day I was dreaming. Huh? I consulted and asked why she was giving me food. Okay. The other day I was dreaming of what? Water chasing me. Oh, and I was running. Ooh, the waves so big, sky high. It was ocean water. Wow, that's interesting. But why are they chasing you? I also dreamt that my friend was looking up information about me. Okay, all right, that's interesting. That's interesting. Remember that it's nothing to do with your friend. Your friend is just being used in those dreams, right? The information is in the context of that dream, or the situation. What led your friend chasing you? What led your friend in that dream giving people information about, or looking up information about you? There's more to it. Anyway, Thokoza Lwazi. Thokoza, please explain about Ukuparula Umdau. Lwazi, look at my the video about Ndau activation, right? It is there, information is there. It's very important there. Diane Thokoza, Diana, becoming, is it in an ancestral calling? If I have been told by my guys. Gosh, I need to relax. Is this coffee that is making me go fast like this? I need to relax because I can be fast. It's like sometimes I get too excited, or my spirit get too excited and I speak fast. Okay, that is becoming. Is it an ancestral calling if I've been told by my guides to never slaughter? Or is it another kind of calling? I see a lot of children in my dreams. Okay, becoming. And then what are those children doing and what? What are these children doing in your dreams and what is happening? Remember, even me, I cannot slaughter. I have been told that I cannot do anything like that, anything to do with that. So I do not know what kind of your ancestral thing you're going through. So I can't say it is ancestral calling with what you just asked me. All right. So you need to give me more information, becoming. Okay. It is very simple, guys. It is very simple. You've been on this channel for a long time. You know me. You come here all the time. If you do not yet know that you've got a call, you ask your people that you do not know what you have. You do not know where you're going. You're going to come here to talk to me. Can they look into me and then tell you if you've got a calling or not? So that when you come here and you show your dreams, I can tell you that you've got a calling or not. It's simple, guys. You're not paying money. It's free. That is why I'm here. Please help your people fast track your progress, your process. Cool. Hello, and Khanya. Aquila Tobelanga Katluhulu. So glad you are wearing the red and yellow. Oh, okay. So you're asking me about this. This is nothing to do with my ancestral things, but of course, I do have yellow and white beads, and I do have yellow and I do have red and white beads. This one I bought it before I had yellow beads and yellow cloth, right? So I got this as a traditional thing, Bapedi thing that they wear, but not knowing that I was gonna. Now it matches my things. It is. I might as well just talk to my ancestors and tell them that I've got their beads, because it's their beads anyway. It is their colors. Anyway, where was I? Okay. Okay, where was I? Tobelanga Katlu. Okay. All right. Thelma, what are the signs the permission is not granted? Which permission? You mean what permission? Thelma. What permission? Okay. Let's say you were coming to talk to me and you want your people to look into me. To see if you can come and talk to me. There are too many ways that remember that they will use a scenario that is physical. Physically, you can see that someone is doing something. Let's just say you ask your ancestors tonight if you should come to me. You should come to me, right? Then you see your people, you see yourself, you're about to go to me, and the car doesn't start. That means obviously they do not want you going there, right? Or sometimes there's too many ways. You see your, let's just say you ask your people permission to come to me, and you see your people are sitting down. This is physical things you'll know. Physically, when you are at home, your grandparents are sitting down, and they are facing the other way. After you ask for permission, they are facing the other way. Your people are saying you shouldn't go. They are saying no. That is physical. So there are too many ways. There are too many ways. Sometimes they can just see you're asking them if you should get permission to come to me. You see them. You see some ancestors getting angry with you in the dream. They'll do a setting that you understand, and they're angry. They're like, over my dead body. So things like that. They don't want you to come to me. Sometimes you ask him permission to come to me, and for 3 days straight, because 3 days is maximum, guys. If they don't give you dreams for 3 days, you should not come to me. What else are you going to do with me? Your ancestors, they're refusing to even open to you. So things like that. You can ask them again another time. So they're just saying no at this particular moment. So it is things like that. So we need to understand how our ancestors speak to us. Sometimes we need to think about it. Forget it's a dream. Just take that dream setting and put it physical and try to analyze it. How can I ask my people if I should go and I should go to Mgoluma, my ancestors? They are looking on the phone, and all they're doing, you're trying to talk to them. They're just like someone who's just ignoring you, busy on the phone, just scrolling and busy. You say in the dream, you're trying to talk to someone in the dream about something. You ask for permission, right? You're trying to talk to someone in the dream, and someone is just scrolling on the dream. They're ignoring you. You're saying, but I'm just trying to find. They're ignoring you. Or physically, that means someone doesn't want to hear what you're trying to say. So even in the dream, it is what they're saying to you. Things like that we do not want. So we need to understand our people. Anyway, that is just that. But there are too many ways they can say no. But remember, when they say no today, doesn't mean they'll say no all the time. Ancestors, they just looked at me at this particular moment in time, and they looked at what you're going through, and they realized that with what you're going through, there's nothing that I can do to help you, because I won't be able to help you based on your situation, right? Or based on what they want you to do. I, will not be able to deal with their case. Right? It doesn't mean that all year round I won't be able to deal with their case. It is just that they looked at me, meaning that they've talked to my people. They asked that we need help with this. My people have said, that one still, she's still asleep, that one. She cannot wake up for that one. It's too big for her. So your people now, they're telling you, it's not the right time. Do you understand? There are so many things. It is not because your people think that I'm wrong or something like that. It is just they're thinking about you, and they're thinking about me and what I'm capable of doing, and with you, what I'm unable to do. Do you understand? It's simple like that. Gosh, I'm looking there. I'm supposed to look there at you guys. This video is like I've been looking at that way, right? This is the thing, isn't it? I forgot that I was talking to people online. And I'm looking that way. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Okay. So what happened to the dreams? A lot of people think the dreams is bad, in dreams. I mean, the food is bad in dreams. A lot of people. Okay. All right. Take this charger off. Okay, let me just do my thing. This thing is getting me somehow. I can't even talk to you guys like properly there. Okay. Where was I? Diana, how do I know my totem? Just ask your people. Remember, the people who know your totem, they will show it to you in dreams. If you do not know it yet, ask your ancestor spirits and guides for your totem. They will give it to you. Okay, they'll give it to you. But be careful, because when it comes to totems, sometimes we are in families and we think that family we were born in it, meaning remember that we carry our father's totems. So sometimes you are at home living with what you believe to be your father, and you asking your ancestors for a totem. They give you the right totem. You get confused even more. Things like that, they can happen. We just have to be careful about that. We need to be ready for, if we want to know, we need to be ready to understand and to be, we need to be open to what we are given, okay? All right, where was I? Please read from the top. You missed a comment. Okay, did I? Okay. All right. Did I miss it, Thelma? Okay. I'm healing the children, feeding them and protecting them. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting in becoming. If they're frequent, then we are talking about something different. If your people are taking you into spirituality, meaning that they are man on the stage, they do become the dreams about children and what you're doing with them, they become frequent, right? It's not the same way as when ancestors are checking on you. They see if you nurtured it, you will be able to nurture their gift, right? It's different. That one is a one-off thing. But if it's frequent children's dream, you're feeding, you're advising, you know, when I'm saying you're feeding, meaning that you become like a remember, as a specialty, you need to understand how we work with children. You can work with children if it is amanono as like you're gonna be you're gonna make you understand how children are like, what children's needs are like, and how to look after children. Different children, they are not necessarily gonna be same age group. They're gonna be different age groups. They're gonna be children. You're gonna be seeing yourself with children in different community settings where children are involved, and there are a lot of things happening with children that they need you to be able to understand what you spiritually can do as a specialized healer who's going to be dealing with these children, right? So it's not going to be just only feeding. It's going to be like the way you interact with them, the way children interact with each other, because you need to understand the children from how they are like, is being around each other, how they are like when they're affected by certain things, how they are like when they're in different, when the children are being left by themselves, like those kind of issues that we as communities we experience, homelessness in those dreams, things like that, lack of food, things like sicknesses that they affect our children. You understand? So they will be teaching you in those dreams. That means you're becoming specialized. But as well, it depends who takes you there. Anyway, Thelma, thank you. I get the permission not granted ways. Tobela Khanya. Okay, Tobela. Shelly Matole. Chogoza Gog. I dreamt. Okay. I dreamt. Gosh, there's this love thing that is on my phone and it doesn't move, so I can't move the text like a heart. Guys, what is actually happening here? This one is frozen. Okay. All right, I can see. Okay, Shelly's dream is Chogoza Gogo Chogoza Shelly. I dreamt wearing the red and white lion ancestral cloth. It could not fit me on my head. When I tried to wrap it, I was at church. There were sangomas dancing in circles at church. Oh, that's beautiful dream. This dream was after I've asked my ancestors if I need to trust her. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful dream. So you are around other sangomas. That's beautiful. Yes. Remember that in church you are in a congregation. So that means yes, yes. That is beautiful dream. That's beautiful dream, Shelly. Remember, you're asking if you need to go trasa. They show you if you were fitting this, you were alone. I do not know because you're not explaining your dream properly. Let's say you were fitting this, you dreamt you were wearing red and white lion ancestral cloth. It could not fit me on my head when I tried to wrap it. So where were you trying to wrap it? Were you trying to wrap it alone at home? But then when you went to church, you were wrapping it around your waist, and then there was a circle of people there were people dancing around in church, meaning that at home you can't do this on your own. Remember, you can't do this on your own. You'll be better off being around a congregation, around people, meaning that in church, lots of people. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, Kat, I'm very happy to see you right now. Oh, Kat, Khanya, Khanya, Khanya. Thelma, I have frequent children dreams. Yo, talking to the hugging, to the what? Hugging them. Lots of children. When I consulted, I was told I would be dealing with children. I definitely take care of children. Okay, that's beautiful. Shaylee was at the church wrapping it on my head. Okay. I used to dream. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Either way, that means you'll be better off. If you saw yourself around people dancing in church, you were happy as well. When you wrapped your cloth around there, you were dancing and happy. That means your people are showing you where you'll be happy around others. You'll be happy to twass around others, right? In church, remember, church is symbolic with what we know. Church is just a place where a lot of people are gonna go. You're gonna be congregating in there. You're gonna be for one big purpose, in that you're going there to praise. You all have one specific thing. You're going there to do your own thing. So what people do go to church for? I go to church for drums, so it's difficult for me to. But you go to church with a lot of people with you know you've got the same thing. You want the same thing anyway. You want to be heard by the Creator. Anyway, that's beautiful, Shelley. Either way, your people are very happy with you, and if you're happy in that dream. Okay, Thelma, I used to dream I'm washing clothes, ironing them, and packing them away. Okay. I dream of taking a shower and something coming out of my privates. Okay, weight stuff. Ooh, nasty stuff. So what is happening there? Okay. The dreams, remember when ancestors are teaching you about things to do with you. You. It is about you. You as a person, individual, you as a healer. So remember, it is training, guys. Training is ongoing. Ongoing. When I'm saying ongoing, it is ongoing. Even me today, I was actually not happy with the dream. It is ongoing, right? Ongoing, meaning that every day you will train. One simple mistake you make during the day, your ancestors will take you in the dream and correct you. When I'm saying correct you, they show you what you've done wrong and they'll correct you. They show you how to do it right. So that is training. Training is ongoing. So when it is about us, it means that they will take us to different setting. Talking to Thelma here. They will take you to different setting. So when you're washing clothes, what were you doing around? What was happening around you washing clothes? You do not just see yourself washing clothes. It's not a vision, isn't it? So it is something happening with you washing clothes. There are people around you or there are no people around you while you're in the process of washing clothes. Are you being distracted by other things, or is something else happening there that distracts you from finishing what you're meant to be doing? Remember, how do I say it? Guys, have you done mantra? Meaning that when you're growing up as children, like playing house, you go out with your age group. When we're growing up, this is what I would say. Like you create your own dramas. You all create your own homes. You have a husband, you have children. I'm talking about in our age group, we call mantra. So you're playing house. You've got children, you've got this and that. You know, you're looking after your own home. You cook for your husband, you cook for your children. This is made up stories by us children growing up. Ancestors as well, they create scenarios like that for us because they want to show us that while we are in the process, these are related to you as a person. They're going to show you about how you are like in general, in real life situations, how you are like. Now they have to create those settings for you so that they can show you that while you are doing something like this, you're supposed to be concentrating and doing something like this, like that. Because remember, when you're washing clothes, you know what you're supposed to do physically when you're washing clothes. But when you're being distracted by other things, what are you doing about it? Are you easily distracted because they're showing you, like in real life, you're like this, my child, you're like this, you cannot even finish what you've been doing. Someone comes and take you away, you forgot, you start going there because they're showing you what you're like in person, right? Now they have to use this setting. So it's not necessarily like you're gonna wake up and ask, I was washing clothes, what does it mean? Is something dirty about me? Do I need cleansing? It is a setting created for that purpose. They know that you understand when someone is busy washing clothes in this kind of way. Something else happened around them like this, they do not get easily distracted by that. They have to finish their task and then deal with whatever they do. Or if you're washing clothes like this and something you can see that this is emergency thing, are you going to leave those clothes and deal with that? Because they're showing you that what is important between washing clothes and finishing them, because you are like that in person. You like to just, would you deal with emergency or would you want to finish washing clothes first? So they're showing you that in real life, my child, you're like this, you need to look after this for you. You need to look into this properly, because you are like this, someone who's washing clothes while emergencies are like this are happening. You are like ignorant in real life. You're like this, things like important things are happening around you in real life, and you're concentrating on something that is not important. Deal with that issue first, or you're easily distracted, my child, in real life. Finish with your task first, because those things, they're just distraction. Finish whatever you started. I'm talking about settings when they're using cooking. Cooking is different, because cooking, when we're talking about cooking, is different now. We're talking about, seriously, we have to look into you properly. If you're eating, we're going to have to look into you properly to see what happens to you. What kind of a person you are. If your ancestors are putting you around food and people cooking, then you know your ancestors really, they want to, you need to really watch what you're doing there, if it is right or wrong. How come the battery is flat? I was charging this. Oh, it's charging now. That's better. So it is like that. So you don't take small things out of the dream, because when we're dealing with the person, when we're dealing with the individual, we need to understand why an individual is in real life behaving in that way, like they are showing it in the dream state. Because you have to observe yourself doing certain tasks in the dream state, if you're doing it the right way or you're doing it the wrong way. Anyway, that was Thelma. I was replying to Thelma. Okay. All right. Yes. That's what you got it. You got it. Okay. Yes. And remember, a lot of our dreams, especially when we have a problem, in real life, because that's what we really partner. When we have a problem in real life, and we are complaining, yes, when we partner, when we have a problem, that means you think your ancestors are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm projecting here. Anyway, when we have problems, any kind of problem, a lot of us, when we have any kind of problems, big problems is money. That one is a big problem. We have it. Why am I not getting this? Why is my money not there? Why is my work? Where is my work? Why this journey is dragging like this? I am not seeing people. Why am I not finishing this trusting business? This is like a complaining. I'm just giving you an example. Why am I like this? Why is my relationship, every time I meet someone, I think I'm in it. Ooh, ring, ring, ring. Yeah, those kind of things. Why are my things not going right? Ancestors, what is happening with me? Now, ancestors, they will have to take you in the dream state so that they can show you that, my child, yes, you've got that problem. The reason why you've got that problem is because of this. Now, it's either they're going to show you that you've got a big thing happening with you that is a weakness, that is not right. That with that kind of weakness, things are not going to go right. Because with what you're asking us, if you don't correct this one, that thing that you want, you're not going to get it. So, if you've got a strength, my child, you've got this strength, you're very good. You're very good at this. Very good. But the problem is you think you're above everyone else. It is a strength, yes, of course we know it's a strength, but you think you're above everyone else. So when you think like that, my child, you're not going to get anywhere. Adjust. then you see them in the dream. They just do nice. They put you around settings where you adjusted. You understand what I mean? So things like that. That is what happens in dreams. So when you're being adjusted, when you're being corrected, when you're adapting to these new changes that are happening to you physically, because remember that everything is based on what is happening to you physically. So when they're taking you into the dream state to show you your weaknesses and strength, it means that they're gonna use things that are happening in general. Things that we do in general. We go to shops, right? You go to shops. We wash clothes. Yes, you wash clothes, and what you expect when you're washing clothes, what is expected of you, what you're supposed to be doing. We eat. When you're eating, what is expected to be done when you're eating in dreams. We go to the toilet, we poop. You know what's supposed to happen when we finish pooping, right? So we have sex. You know what's supposed to happen when you have sex with people. It's supposed to be like this. When you have children, you know what is supposed to happen. You get pregnant, you have children. These are things that we're used to as people because we see them around us. We are people. You understand? All these things I'm talking about happen to us, right? That's why we're here. So they show you going to work, employment. This is a place of employment. You know what it was like because they're going to use even the people that you worked with before. Every person you worked with before, you thought about them in this way. So they're going to use them in the dream. If you already thought about them like this in physical life, I'm talking about real life situation. They show them to you in the dream, but you can see that the person is like that in real life. But in the dream, you think, it's going to change. Your ancestors, they can see that this person still doesn't get it. Some people, they'll never change because they'll still like the same way as they are in real life, even in the dreams. But in the dream, you're failing because of that. You're still thinking and giving people chances. You understand? Things like that. Sometimes they'll show you doing particular things. I mean, there are a lot of things. What can I use? Some things. Anyway, things like that. There are a lot of things. They show you you're there. Too many things. They use too many things. Doing hairs and stuff like that. They know what is expected. They show you going to shops, shopping around people. You know what it's like. Remember, we as people, we've been to shops, right? They use things that you understand. You've been to the shop. You know what you're supposed to do when you get in there. They use your family members. You know how they're like in general. Sometimes you don't remember even how they're like in general. They show you their truth. The way they're like, your ancestors, they will reveal them to you. They're like this in your dreams. So every time they use that person, they'll play that role that it is like that. It is them. There's nothing changed. What is changed is you. But if they've changed in that dream, that means you will play it as well. Because you actually made assumptions in there. Remember, things like that. Anyway, where was I? I think I've gone too far. Is this finished? Why am I not seeing my text here? Okay. Okay. Where was I? I dreamt I'm moving. Okay. I dreamt I'm moving and that I got noticed to move to another student residence. My dreams are getting real. I dream and it happens in real life. Okay, that's beautiful. TBM, Dumela Marosta. Khanya TBM. So nice to catch up live. Guys, I pressed my like button already. Exactly, TBM. Encouragement thumbs. I answered your question, but if you can explain it properly. Okay. Dream number one. Someone was bleeding and wanted to touch me with a wound. In my head, I was thinking she was to infect me with HIV. She finally managed to touch me. I was feeling worried, then I woke up. You need to be careful with that. Why would you think you need to understand how someone catches HIV, right? So there's something wrong there. You understand? You don't catch it by, what did you say? She wants to infect me, okay. Touching you, okay. And wanted to touch me with her wound. Okay, I get it. Someone was bleeding and wanted to touch me with her wound. Okay. In my head, I was thinking she wants to infect me with HIV. Okay. Finally wanted to touch me. I was feeling worried. Then I woke up. Okay. What is actually happening in real life with related to what you subconsciously bring this to your awareness? Something is happening. Remember, as well as this teaching, but as well, something is happening that you're worried about that. All right, but you need to try and understand how people catches HIV. Dream number, someone who I know has HIV in real life came to have sex with me. It was like I'm not in control until he was done. Then that's when I started being in control and rushed to a clinic help. Okay, so dream 2, which I was while on a long queue at the clinic. Okay. All right, which I woke up while on a long queue at the clinic. I was in a cave. Okay. Yes, you need to understand what is happening. Okay, you need to understand. And as well, if you're worried about it, your people will bring it to awareness in different ways. So if you're worried about the chances like that, you need to go and get yourself checked, right? So that when it comes in your dream state, there's nothing that you'll be worried about, right? But you need to try and understand how people catches HIV, and sometimes it's not as in your dream they're showing you this worry that you're having is too big. You understand? So try and understand that bit. But if you're worried about that, don't worry. Go get yourself checked, and it's not a big deal. And okay, Thelma. Okay, where was I? This journey showed me flames, losing people and a boyfriend. First, my bums had pimples I ignored, and my divine providence, I caught him red-handed with a girl in it, and it was over. Your head. Okay, all right. Okay, where was I? Okay. Dream number 3, that is Albert. I was in a cave, then someone called me from the outside. When I got there, someone had a knife, and I was busy cutting others, and infection them with HIV and also infected me. Okay, just get it out of your thing, Albert, so that you don't worry. But as well, so that your mind is rest at ease. Try to understand that. Try to understand. Remember, if you're going to be working with people, this is a disease that has affected us as people. So you need to try to understand it so that when it comes to you in the dream state, subconsciously, it is not as scary as it sounds. Like in your dream, you're worried and things like that. You need to understand how HIV is transferred from one person to another. You understand how these cross infections will happen. Is it cross infections? How it happens, isn't it? So things like that, so that you don't worry too much in dreams. And yourself as well, if you're worried, get yourself out of over with it. I mean, what I'm saying over with it means that you get yourself checked, so that, remember, when you do get checked, they will give you what they call it. They will cancel you first before. You understand? So that you don't worry too much when you get your result. Good. Anyway, it is manageable. Anyway. Diana, okay. Hi, Gogo. What do I do to always remember my dream clearly? It's one of the things, Diana, I cannot say you do it like that, you do it like that. People are different, and the way we do things as well is different. So you need to, there's something I've recorded about remembering dreams, right? Watch that video. It shows that there are a lot of things that can make us forget our dreams. Excuse me, things like that. So you can rule out things like that. Okay? Kate, please read up. Okay, that is Kate. I'll go up. Oh, I've left a lot of people. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, Shelly was wrapping it on her head. Kate said, I dreamed of myself walking to school accompanied by the principal. Okay. When we go to school, where would we be accompanied by the principal? Let me just think about physical. When we got to school, he asked my classmate to tell me that someone was trying to impersonate me. Okay, all right. And then what happened, Kate? What happened? Remember, that dream didn't just end like that. The principal is telling people that everyone is there telling you someone was trying to impersonate you. And then what did you do about it? If someone tells you someone is trying to impersonate you, what would you do about it? So that we know that your people are going to be, you're going to be in that school learning about how you deal with certain things. Someone is impersonating you. What are you doing about it? Did you hear about that and say, hi, they're impersonating me. Hi, someone is impersonating me. Or did you do something else? There, your reaction in that dream will show you that your people are going to be in that school. You're going to be learning about how you're supposed to deal with when people are impersonating you in real life. Remember, it's not like impersonating you, like impersonating you. Like some impersonate is like someone pretending to be you. You understand? Or maybe it can be someone copying your things. You understand? Whatever you're doing, someone is just copy and paste. Anything you do when you're running a business, they copy and paste. You understand? So what are you doing with it? Is there something that you've been doing, making it easy for people to copy and paste, or things like that, impersonating you in the dream state? So we'll know what your people are taking to school for. Anyway, where was I? Molina. Okay, that's Molina. I dreamt of a twin. Okay. I dreamt of a twin telling me I need to do umtombo. I also dream of two albino bringing cows at home. Umtombo, what is umtombo? Guys, what is umtombo? Umtombo is what? Umtombo. Okay, I need to understand umtombo first. Okay, okay. Okay. No. There's no other spiritual meaning. It is just that it shows that you're worried about it. Remember, they're teaching you as well. They're showing you you're worried about something, the way you're thinking about things in real life, but they have to take you to the dream state. That worry can be revealed nicely to you. You understand? Certain things like this, we deal with them like that. Okay? Let's just say you're worried about it getting infected. Now your ancestors, they want to show you that infections happen like this. Even you're going to start relaxing about it, studying about it, trying to understand HIV and how people get HIV, stuff like that. And then as well, if you're worried that I haven't checked myself for a long time, and you've done things that might need you to go get checked, then you go and get checked because your people are making you aware in the dream state that you understand. Or sometimes even they'll show you how you react to things. You understand? You overreact to things like this. You worry too much and it becomes like this and this. You just something like that. You worry. You don't even try to understand how things, you get it and stuff like that. You start running and going to clinics, stuff like that. But because they're showing you like this and that. But sometimes if they're showing you, if it is sex, sex now is separate. Someone is having sex. Let's go back to your dream, because I was just replying to your dream because it's subconsciously worrying you. So let's just go back to sex. How that sex happened in that dream, so you understand what your people are saying there. Okay, remember that with sex in dreams, you should be able to just do things you want to do. And when you're doing them that you want to do, you're supposed to be okay with the things that are happening in there. I'm talking about sex. So let's hear what you say. All right. I was in a cave. Someone answered, when I got there, someone had a knife and I was busy cutting others, infecting them with HIV, and also infected me. Someone is doing something that is bad. Your people are showing you there. Someone is doing bad things there to your community. You are a healer on training. With situations like this, someone cutting people, behaving recklessly like this, how do we deal with it, my child? How do we deal with it? As a healer, if your community member, let's say this is happening physical, and your community members, they're coming to you, traditional healer there, our work. They're telling you that there's someone there in the cave, infecting people, using a knife and doing things like this. Spiritually, what can we do? They're coming to you for help. They're telling you things like this are happening. So your people, they are teaching you now that when things like this are happening, my child, and stuff like that, we're gonna be teaching you that you deal with it like this, because these are things that are affecting our community sometimes. Sometimes people will react like this. But you as a healer, based with a situation like this, because they're showing you when you're dealing with people, because now they're talking about communities, that there are different people, some you don't know there. So as a healer, when you're dealing with people like this, a situation is affecting our people like this, how did you deal with it in the dream? Did you see yourself doing the right thing as a healer? Did you react properly there? Now they will be correcting you. When we get this, we do it like that. That is when they're teaching you how to deal with people with different needs. People who are affected by things like that. When people are doing things like harming people like that, we deal with them like this, my child. So that is when your training will show you that we deal with it like this, so that spirit in the future we don't get affected by people behaving recklessly like that. Because as a healer, you're supposed to start now with your community, make them aware of situations like this, so that things like that they stop. Then you become a leader within your community where you are based. You start talking to people, trying to understand what people are dealing with on a day-to-day. You try to understand what is affecting your community. I'm talking about you as a healer. What is affecting your community at this particular moment, so that we stop things like people with knives in caves, cutting people, infecting them. So now you're dealing with situation head on. You're starting community-based kind of thing. You start talking to people, you start talking about what is actually happening with your community, what they're dealing with. If there are issues, you can tell. Now they're taking you bigger now on a broader case. Okay, we've got people now like this is crime, isn't it? We've got people now, people are not working due to this and that. As a healer within your community, what can you do as a community member, but as a leader? Because remember, as a healer, you're supposed to be a leader. It's just that, unfortunately, now the way things are like now, we tend to look at it as in you're supposed to be in the Indumba and wait for people to come and get helps. But you're supposed to understand what is affecting your community. So you understand, you talk to them. You understand, okay, there are people here in my, if you are in the town, you understand in your street, there are people, some people are working, some people are not working. What happens to those who are not working? Are they not going to be getting stressed a lot? And what's happening? Are we seeing teenage pregnancies here? What is actually happening? Based on what I understand about what is affecting our communities, are this not going to be a problem coming maybe in future with these kind of things? What can I do as a healer to encourage our community to get busy doing other things that will help them get them something, busy them? You understand? So, but then they're showing you the consequences is in the cave. Someone is already infected, very stressed. Now they're going recklessly, because sometimes with stress, people can behave in things in the way that we do not want them to behave. You understand? So they will be doing that. So therefore, causing even more, becoming more dangerous to our society. That is why they're taking you to the dream to show you those things. Anyway, that is our background. Okay. All right. Where was I? So try to understand your community and see what is happening in your community. And as well, you need, as a healer, not to be running around like that, getting scared. You're going to get people who've got wounds, right? So you need to know how to deal with them, how to talk to them, stuff like that. All right. So where was I? Molina, I dreamt of a tree. Okay. I don't know, Mutombo. Guys, please tell me, what is Mutombo? It's not, what? Something you do. It is water body, like a spring or a stream. It's not something you do. It is water body, like a spring or a stream. Oh, okay, let's read it properly now. All right. Guys, I'm talking too fast today. Unfortunately, some days I'm like that. I think sometimes I'm too fast because I think I have to catch up everything fast. Anyway, to put in everything. Anyway, where was I? Okay, I dreamt of a twin telling me I need to do umto. Also to, and then what are you saying when they're saying you need to do umto? Also, I still don't understand this dream. Also, I also have two albino bringing cows at home. Two albinos bringing cows at home. Okay. So what is your association with albinos? Molina, what is your association? Okay. Okay. Where was I? Oh, right. Okay. I thought it was, okay. Klugat, Tobela Klugat. I dreamt of celebrities hanging out with them as they know me. President as well. Okay. And what else? What is happening? What is happening with those dreams? That is beautiful. You know them. And then what happened? Pretty Mamiki Tobela, pretty. Long time. All right. You are right, pretty. Okay. All right, Thelma. Ipebo or holy ash or white duke with salt water under bed or steaming with salt water or with methylated spirits. This helped me dream. I use crystal to. Okay, Thelma. Remember, you're a healer. You need to be careful about how you share information like that. Because what you just said, you said some things that I don't even hear, understand. Methylated spirit is what? Is it not? I'm thinking about purplish thing. Remember, Thelma, you need to be responsible as a healer. I think even your people will show you in dreams. You need to be really, really, when it comes to that. Whatever you sharing, if you're sharing something to do with some other things that people are going to be physically putting there and there and there and there, remember, you need to be very careful. Okay, Molina, I was also worried because, okay, okay. I don't get, Molina, I really don't get your dream, Surat. I really don't, and I really want to. Joyful Ngube, Togoza is Umtomba, I still don't get it. Joyful Ngube, Togoza. In a dream, I had bought a car. While I was driving, a person that I know in the business circles came up and hijacked me, took away my car. Eba. What is happening to you? Took away your car, and then what happened? That doesn't sound right. Okay. All right. Then what happened? Hey man, someone hijacked your car, and then what happened? Okay. And Joyful Movie, why are you repeating the same dream a lot? What happened? Someone hijacked your car, then what is happening in that dream? What are you thinking and doing as well? What was your reaction in there? Doesn't sound nice. Doesn't sound nice. If we're thinking about it physically, you remember, we don't want people hijacking our cars. Anyway, okay, where was I? All right. Where was I? Okay. Isimta, Tobela Isimta. Okay, Gogo, did you make a video on spiritual isolation? It was, and it's the most painful part of my journey. People not wanting to be with you, people hating you, being completely alone on zero, everything. Ooh. I did the isolation, but it was not, it didn't involve people. Remember, guys, when you're on this journey, a lot of things happen remember that it doesn't happen to everyone the same way, but a lot of things happen, right? You're not going to be aligning with everyone. You're going to lose some things. You're going to gain a lot of things, a lot of knowledge, because when we're losing a lot of things and we kind of think people are like being nasty to us, we are gaining. Actually, it's good for people to show us their true colors so that we can isolate from them. You understand? So in other way, negative thing can be turned into a positive thing when you're looking at it spiritual. So yeah, things like that happen. Yeah, I did the isolation, but my isolation, oh my gosh. Extrovert. Goga, you're an extrovert. Okay, what was that? All right. I was reading tarot and I have no. Okay, I dreamt I was reading tarot, but I have no idea how that works. Okay. Oh, I recall after the dream of tarot, I actually saw tarot read. Okay. Okay, try and understand it, because it's good. Remember, it's good to understand why people are using certain things, why a lot of people are using tarot now. Even me, I'm using them, depending who's coming to me. Some people, they do not want to see bones, right? So they want you to use tarot cards. So, you need to understand why we use certain things. We don't use this, we use the other. You understand? Sometimes things like that. You need to understand them, especially when your people are making you aware of different ways of divination. And obviously, because like you said, you've dealt with that person. Like even me, before I went to see, that was a long time, many years ago. I went to see, because I was like that, I went to see someone who read from the cups. Those people, from Syria, I think, who reads from the cups. I went there. So now, my people are when they're teaching me about how that person was reading in that club. So they show me because based on something that I know, right? I'm aware of. So they know that I was interested. So they want me to be more interested so I can use it as well. You understand? So we need to try to understand how our people communicate with us. Using things that we know they've seen us doing it, so they're just showing us as well that we can do it as well, like those people. Anyway, as for extrovert, I do not know if I'm extrovert or introvert. I like being around people. I guess I must be extro, but at this particular moment I cannot be around people for too long. It becomes too much. They drain my energy, I guess. But as well, it depends if you're remember, with this spiritual journey, if you're walking around with lots of people, it depends who's more in your what they call it, the energy that you're using at this particular moment. Like, let's just say at this particular moment I'm helping a lot of people with the Tao spirit and the Istunya, right? So it means that spirit is going to be like more, because I'm dealing with this every day, right? It's there. So it's going to be like that. So if you're meeting a lot of people who going to be like making you not align properly with that kind of energy that you have, you're not going to be around. You're not, your spirit is not going to allow you to be out there. You become introverted. But then when you're finished, you're okay, you're becoming yourself. You can see now you become extroverted as well. You can be out there with people and start being around parties for more than an hour, right? But unfortunately, at this moment, an hour is too much for me. I start like I'm dreaming. I start becoming like I'm dreaming. Like it's like if I'm sitting around people for a long time, even family gatherings, it's like after an hour I can literally look at myself like I'm seeing myself in a dream. It's like I'm in between the physical and spiritual. Like I do not want to be there. So it happens. Thelma. Tobella Faith. Okay, I just got a nice message. Okay, Kat, I reacted by telling my classmate to shut up because I was the real me. Okay. And when you did that, what did you think? How did you, the way you said it, shut up, I'm the real me. And then what happened when you did say that? Because to understand what your people are trying to tell you about you. Then what do you think, the way you said it? How did you think everyone reacted in there? Joyful mood, okay, I'm reading this one twice. I have no association with any person with albinism. Okay, all right. And what is this other one? I do not understand your dream. Molina. Okay, I don't understand. I need to do umtom. You need to do umtom. Umtombo is what? I still don't get it. I think you said something about water, but how do you do umtom? What I just don't understand what umtombo, and it's blocking me. So the moment I understand what umtombo is, then now, guys, you want me to do the Google now? I also dreamt of two albinos bringing cows to at home. And then what happened when they brought the cows? He drove away with my car. And then what did you do, Joyful Ngube? After hijacking the car, he looked unhappy and he drove away. This is a person I know and I'm very close with this person. I'm worried he might be trying to steal my gift. Joyful, please, there's no one who can steal your gift. Unless if you're telling me that someone is going to tie you in their house and force your ancestors to speak through you and give the person your ancestors, they see you so tied up in someone's indumba and they just can't help it. They just want to just help as well. They just start saying, when you see that bone and you see that bone is like this, it means that. If that's how you think your ancestors are like, then you've got a problem, because there's no one who can steal your gift. Even you, when you pass on, you give your gift to others. No one can steal your gift. Oh gosh, guys, no one can steal your gift. Please, it's a mental thing. Okay, now when it comes to car and someone hijacking your car, okay, now they're using someone you know. So this person, obviously, because your ancestors, they want you to be aware of something. This dream started, this person in real life, is it the kind of person who will hijack your car? Is it the kind of person who will do something like that, hijack you? So now when, if you think about your dream properly, right now you think about why your ancestors use this particular person to hijack your car. So how did they end up hijacking your car? Remember that physically when people are hijacking your cars, there are certain things. Sometimes it's due to where we are driving, or sometimes it's due to something maybe we haven't. Remember, it could be something that you have nothing in it. You have no say in it. Someone just hijack you when you're there. You understand? This is something that happened. It happens to our people. But sometimes, due to us not doing certain things, locking doors and stuff like that, and you can see someone looks suspicious. I'm talking about hijacking, suspicious. You're not doing anything about it. So your ancestors, they use this person because in real life you think about them like this. But how they got to hijack your car, then we understand that someone comes and take over, because obviously you would have allowed a situation that you could have stopped from happening. Because remember, they're talking about real life issues. What is happening in real life? It's like someone hijacking your car. Someone like that person, the one who hijacked your car. They are not saying he's going to hijack your life and anything. They're using him. Someone like that comes and hijack your car, my child, because you already know them, but you allowed it, or you gave them a chance. You didn't think that they would do something like that. They do it in real life. They do it. Remember, a car is metaphorical. A car is metaphorical. It's not what they're saying someone's going to hijack it. So someone like that does something like this. What did you do about it? What did you do about it? Just like in the dream, what did you do? What was your reaction? Okay. He's okay. After hijacking, he looked unhappy and he drove away. This is a person I know and I'm very close with this person. Okay. So someone comes and takes something from you and even be unhappy about it, doing it. I don't know how to explain dreams to you guys. I've been enjoying explaining dreams of late, because the way people are bringing dreams is so beautiful. Guys, this thing of doing dreams, like explaining this again every day. Ancestors, they look at what is happening to us in real life, right? They look at what is happening to us. They show you that you're lacking like this. My child is like this. Your life is like this. Someone can do something like that. Now, when it comes to ancestors, they use an image of someone you knew, an image of the person that you're talking about, the business person, right? They're using them. They show you that when someone comes, this is your ancestors, they're using someone's image, right? They're in the car, they steal your car. They can see that the way you're doing your things, even when they're taking the car away from you, the way you're letting them even take the car away to hijack it. Because remember, it's your ancestors. The way you're even letting it happen in the car. Remember, I'm just inserting myself here. I do not know how it was happening, right? I'm just giving you so you can explain your dream properly. The way you're even letting it happen, they can't even believe it. They're even upset about it. Because, look, we are taking it. You are not doing anything. You are not defending anything. You are just like that. It's so upsetting. Even ancestors, they're driving away in upset. They're upset driving away in your car because they just can't literally believe it. Right? This is your ancestors. Because in real life, you are allowing situation to happen like this. You are allowing it to happen like the way that person hijacked your car. You allow people to hijack your life like that. But if ancestors are unhappy about it, the situation, how it happened, they'll show you. They're upset about it. Because why would someone hijack your car and be upset about it in real life? Because they're upset because they've taken your thing. If they're upset, they would have left it, isn't it? But sometimes, the way people do things. Anyway, I do not know. But remember that it's your life in general. Your life in general. When people are taking things that belongs to something that you're supposed to be taking from point A to point B, they take it away like that. What happens to you when you're left there? Are you doing anything about it? What are you doing to get this? You understand? You need that car. You need to drive it. You can't let people hijack your car and leave you outside without any means to get to your destination. So what are you going to do about it? It is upsetting even for ancestors. Okay. All right. Where was I? Is a person I know. I'm worried he might be trying to steal my gift. That's different, that one. No one can steal a gift. To help change my life and anxiety, bedrooms are less. Okay, that's beautiful, Sinta. I hope you still continue to do your beautiful things, creative stuff. Okay, where was I? I remained standing and confused, then I woke up. Standing and confused. You remain standing and confused. And then you woke up. Joyful. Well, dreams like dreams like this, when it comes to car dreams, and I have to be honest with you, because how else am I going to explain this? Remember, we're supposed to be in possession of our cars. Sometimes we're letting people drive our cars, which they are not supposed to. But this one is taken by force. Someone is hijacking it. It's taking it by force. What has started someone, what are you doing currently in your life? You understand? What are you currently doing? What are you doing to protect yourself and your properties, your car? What are you doing? Because if people are gonna be hijacking your things, there must be something you're doing or you're not doing, right? If you're doing something and something like that still happen, talk to them, ask them to help you protect your things so that people don't come and hijack your transport, things that will take you from point A to point B, to make you reach your destination faster than others. You understand? So you need to ask your people to stop these things from happening. But it is not a gift. It is your life in general. It has nothing to do with your gift. It is your life in general. You need to ask your people so that they can help you protect your things, so that people don't steal your things. They don't steal your cars as well, hijack your cars, so that you can drive safely to your destination. They should surround you. Make sure things like that happen. And you should ask them to help you understand how you're supposed to protect your cars. The ones that they're giving you, this is ancestral car. How should you protect yourself so that people don't hijack you? Because they're supposed to show you that things like this are not supposed to happen. People should not be hijacking you, hijacking your life. Supposed to be getting somewhere. You get hijacked, that means now you're gonna be stranded. You're gonna be waiting around. Now it's gonna take you longer to get to your destination, which is not what we want. We want to get to our destination when we're supposed to be getting it to there. So even ancestors, they need to do their part. But they're doing their part. They're showing you, because you can see they're upset in the car. They're showing you, you're allowing people like that businessmen, to hijack your cars because there's something you're doing there that is not right. Anyway, Thelma, where was it? Where were we? Okay. What? Thelma, can someone steal your destiny? Example, your smartness so they can study. I was told many people did that. Steal or block it. Steal your star, not your gift. Okay, I don't know, Thelma. I don't know. Remember, anyone can, when it comes to, yes, someone can steal your money. Yes, someone can steal your money. Someone can steal your idea. Yes, someone can steal your ideas. What else did you ask? Can someone steal a destiny? Destiny is a fixed place. They cannot steal it. It's fixed, right? So if you're meant to get there, you'll get there. But the problem is, due to recklessness and sometimes due to not allowing your people to guide you, it will take you longer to get your destination. You'll get distracted along the way, like what Geoffrey was saying, hijacked along the way. When you're going there to your destination, someone hijack you, therefore making your journey difficult. Or someone comes and you're driving your car, and then you can see someone has inserted diversion sign. in front of where you're supposed to drive straight, go that way. Someone is inserted diversion sign though, so that you're diverted because you are not intuitively listening to your ancestor. You get diverted because you see, ooh, that diversion sign looks nice. You're not listening to your ancestor. You start driving, turning your car. Because if you were listening to your ancestors will say, that is a fake sign, my child. Drive straight, go ahead. But you diverted, my child. You get diverted. When you're diverted, your journey started becoming, the distance become longer and longer. So your destination, it takes you 5 days to get to a place instead of taking you a day. That is what you're talking about. That is when someone blocks you from getting to the destination you're supposed to get to. But not steal it. It is there. If you're meant to get there, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's just that it will take you longer. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Thabo Thobela. Guys, we've been talking for too long, right? We're ending here. Please help. What does it mean to you if you see yourself or happen to attend ancestral ceremony in a dream, but it's like you're not there because people just ignore your presence? I've also been seeing what. Oh, that's not nice. So why? Just think about it. Look, ceremonies is nice. People are supposed to be enjoying themselves and stuff like that. You can tell that this is your ceremony or this is not yours. So if it is not yours, you are in a ceremony and people are ignoring you. So it shows as well. If it's situational, they'll be showing you that you are like this, my child. You are in places like this and you're being ignored like this. But what are you doing about it when you put yourself in places like this and you get ignored? If it happens a lot, oh, come on now. Even you, physically, if you keep on going to places where people are having parties and they're ignoring you like you're not there, you don't exist, why would you be forcing yourself to be doing things like that? You need to change this bit about you. You understand? You need to make your presence known because you're invisible due to this, or people ignore you because of this. Physically, you are like this, my child. Like the setting in the dream. You are like that. You need to correct it. When you are in places like this, when things are happening like this, my child, now we're going to correct you. You need to be visible in this. So they will show you the dream again, continues. You're in another setting, it's a party. Now you start becoming available, becoming noticed. Because your people are showing you that the first time, okay, you thought you didn't see it. The second time now we're showing you, my child, you have to start asking people even in that dream. I mean, I've come to these dream parties or dream ceremonies and I get ignored. Why? You're asking these people in the dream. The third time when the dream comes again, people start telling you the truth. It's because you're being ignored for this reason and this reason. Because this is your ancestors now talking to you. You're being ignored for this reason and this reason. If you do this, you'll see people will not ignore you. Then you see next time in the next ceremony, you can see now people they can see this is Thabo. Thabo is here. Thabo is showing the presence because Thabo is that person. Because he's working with these people. So with these people, they become invisible now. Everyone can see that this is Thabo working with this kind of people. Because these people, they're those people who make sure that you are visible to others. People they start appreciating your presence. They start wanting to be around you. Physically as well. It will show the progress when you're around people. When you start being around people, you can see the way people are like, they start opening up to you. Thabo, wow, we haven't seen you from last time. It's been a long time. Because at the moment, probably they are not even, whether you come or you don't come, no one asks about you. I'm just giving an example with why sometimes they will set us in those dreams and we see certain things, they keep on happening like that. So physically as well, things are changing. You start seeing, becoming invisible. Now you're doing what you want. You're listening to your ancestors properly. You're listening to your dreams. You're talking to them properly. Even you, when you start talking to people, when you walk into shops, you can see people are start talking, acknowledging your presence, because you become invisible because your ancestors are not invisible, visible. Now you're working with that kind of spirit. You are being seen. So things like that. Anyway, that is the people in physically. In dreams as well, they'll start seeing. Anyway, where was I? I dreamt I'm being told that somebody came where I was, but I don't see the person. It seemed that the person was hiding from me. What does it mean? And then what happened in that dream? They were hiding from me. What happened? And who's this person who was hiding? Okay, Tabo, I've also been seeing water lately, rainwater that is dirty, and I was walking towards a certain destination. My focus, though, was on the water as I had to walk through it. What could it mean? Uh, what do you mean rainwater dirty? Because it depends. You mean the water from the rain, it falls, dirty water falling from the rain, I can't even picture it. Or the water where it falls, it looks dirty. Because remember that depending on the water drops, right? If it rains, depending on the water drops, it will be the water will be clear or the water will be dirty. Because of you can see where the water, what they call it, when the rainwater stop in one place. If it has got a small hole or something like that, or it's a little bit open, and you see where it's stuck, the water will be dirty because of the floor. The soil is dirty. It's that kind of dirt that when the water falls on it, it will look dirty to others. Someone who's coming in will see it as dirty. Guys, remember, with my water spirits, I have to understand these kind of things. There are some places when the water falls on it, when it rained, it looks too dirty. Too dirty. It is natural, it is normal. Some places when the water falls on it, it will look clean because of where the soil, it is that kind of soil that where the water set on it. It looks nice, isn't it? You can even go and wash your hands. Some you cannot even wash your hands in there because it's dirty. So what do you mean, Tabo, explain yourself properly? Because now you're taking me to the real natural things, how things happen naturally. Anyway, Dijon, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, Dijon and Khanya. Okay. Best city in the world. Melbourne is the best city in the world, Dijon. Please come to my village. That is the best village in the world. Okay, not that. I'm not saying Melbourne is not. Okay, Nontlandla, Tobela Kuku, Tobela Nontlandla. It was raining and had subsided, but the water on the ground or on the ground was dirty. It is, look, Tabo, when the water falls and sets on the ground, it depends. If it is a dusty place like a brownish, it's got that thing like the water will look dirty, right? It will look dirty. It's just the thing. The water spirits, the way they come to us in dreams, they'll come to us in dreams showing you different kind of water that you get, right? It will be coming as rain, the way rain starts. It will come as big rains. It will show you when big rains comes in, the water comes, there's a lot of it, how it flows on the road, right? It is the water spirit showing you their presence, but as well they will be teaching you how it is like natural. So they will show you as well when it comes in. It comes to places where it looks so clear because the water in that place and the places there is clear. So sometimes it comes in, you see, like it's dirty because normally there it is dirty, isn't it? Or the place is dirty. So when the water comes in there, it will be dirty as well because the environment is like that already. It will look dirty. It doesn't mean that the water spirits are dirty. Naturally, it will happen like that. It will look dirty. It is normal, Tabo. I don't know what you want me to say. Water spirits, they come like that. Okay. Unless if you say people have dirtified the environment now, then that is different. The water spirits now are teaching you something totally different. That look, we are coming to this dirty place, this environment, the way you people are like human beings. You're keeping things like that, you're doing things like that. The places is dirty. Even when we come to dirty places. You understand what I mean? It depends what you mean by dirty in that dream. Is it dirty as in the water is dirty because of the soil? It will be dirty. It is normal, guys. It is normal. I was studying these water things when I was on this. When I was on isolation. That is when I was like really interested in this. I was looking at different kinds of soil and the kind of water you get. This is me walking on the road, right? And I can see, wow, I'm walking from this particular spot just 2 minutes away. This looks so dirty, like it just rained. It's so dirty. Look at this water, it's so dirty. And then you go 2 minutes away, the water looks so nice and clean, and you're asking yourself, how come? Then I start looking, the soil there looks like this. Oh, this is the kind of soil that when you see the water, actually if someone comes in this place, you think, when you're saying, some people will say, you're going to wash yourself in a dirty place. But it's not, the water is not dirty. It's because of the soil has made the water so dirty that it looks like that brownish. Or the other place, it looks so dirty that it looks like it's like it's got that dark, it's got like the greenish kind of, it's not dirty, but with the grass in there and stuff like that. There's some things that comes out of the water. The water looks like greenish kind of thing, and you're thinking, wow, looks like a nasty, isn't it? I wouldn't want to see myself in there. But it has nothing to do with the water. It is because of where the water is set. Anyway, that is just that. I think I've talked for too long. Okay. Diana was talking about what? Told that somebody came where I was. I don't know. It seemed that the person was hiding from me. What does it mean? The person was my stepbrother. It was like function. Okay. Okay. Diana, I will tell you how the dream starts and then what your people tend to want to think about. Okay? Let's say they are teaching you, they are now taking you to you. They want to show you what you're like as a person. Right? What you're like as a person. So the dream will start with, let's just say you are in your place. It's a place that is familiar to you, you know. It is a familiar place. You're seeing your stepbrother. This is a familiar place, right? You're seeing your stepbrother. Your stepbrother in real life is a kind of person who's funny, like do this kind of tricks, like try to hide away from you and stuff like that. He's like that. He's generally like that, right? So you see him doing what he's doing in dreams, like you're there hiding. But then it is nothing to do with him. It is to do with you. What was happening in that dream that you see? Okay, let's get to Diane. What has happened in that dream? That someone comes to tell you that somebody came where I was, but someone came. You were in this place. Someone came there. So when you're trying to see this person, the person hides from you. And you find who it is. So what has caused that to happen? What actually happened there so that you got to that place? Where were you that this person came, and when you're trying to look for, excuse me, if I were to just take it as it is, like this, someone came to see you, and then when you're trying to look for them, they're hiding from you. It doesn't make sense. Because in general, if someone come to see you and you're trying to find out who came to see me and they're hiding away from me, this is physical. I'm taking the dream out. Physical. Someone is hiding away from me. The first thing you'll be asking yourself is that you came to see me, then what are you hiding? What is it that you're hiding? You understand? Everyone knows they've seen you. So why were you hiding? That is the question I'm going to be asking when I've seen this person. I mean, even thinking about it in physical. I mean, why? Why would someone come to see me and everyone sees that that person came to see me? But me, the person who he came to see, when I'm trying to look for him, he's hiding. What is happening here? You'll be thinking in the dream about something. Okay. Tobela Kuku. Did I greet Nontland again? Yes, I've done it again. Okay. Okay. Yes. Diana, explain your dream properly. Basically, I realized that I had not been my authentic self, and clearly I needed to reflect on that. What is the signal of Rama in the African context? What is Rama? You mean Rama is in Majarin? Butter? Is that what you mean, Kat? Hey, you're taking me to food. Nontland, I dreamt that someone was cutting my hair, not all the way bald, but halfway. What could that mean? I had that dream twice now. Okay, Nontland, now you're taking us to who was cutting your hair and why? And what did you think? Did you think they did right or they didn't do right? Did you actually want it to be cut like that or not? So we understand you. Tobela Lerato, I arrived late, but we'll catch up, let's say. Yes. Guys, you need to Okay, guys, you need to really try to understand your dream properly. Okay, I was in this setting, I was at home. Uh, Remember that all these dreams, a lot of all these dreams, they just teaching us about ourselves and how we are like with people around us. And when things are happening around us, are we looking after things properly, looking at things properly? So they have to use these people that we know, our brothers, our sisters. We know them to be this particular way. They're going to be using the dream. And they will use that person a lot, especially when they want to correct a bit of you, that person will bring it out nicely in the dream. If that person is good for your ancestors, they will use him a lot. So you'll see your stepbrother, you'll see your brother a lot in the dream, you'll see your sister a lot in the dream, because that sister has got a key. Your ancestors will keep on using her or him, if it is a brother, to show you a bit of you that you need to look at it properly so you can correct it nicely. And sometimes, remember, sometimes in those dreams, remember, depending on what they are opening for you, you need to understand your chakras. Chakras. Some people are lucky, your ancestors will show you people dressing up in these different clothes. Like you see now, I'm wearing yellow. So, meaning that if you see your people wearing yellow, they're going to be dealing with that chakra. Right? If you see your people wearing green, they're going to deal with that chakra because they know, you've been reading online about chakras, even chakra colors. So they just show you one person in the dream, once walking around, all in green, or a green person, or a red person, or a yellow person. Your ancestors, they're showing you, my child, we're going to take you now to the root chakra. You're going to understand yourself. You're going to know yourself. So to know yourself, you're going to insert your people that you know, your family members. We're going to use them until you say, I am. I am. You see yourself expressing yourself, I am. I am. Like as a person, I should be seen. I am. Visible, I am. This, I am. Like that, I am. You understand? You see yourself like that. So if they want to go to the throat chakra, which is a lot of your dreams in here, like that card dream, is a throat chakra blocked. Things are happening with you. It's not even only a throat chakra. Things are happening around with you. You are not expressing yourself properly. People are not hearing you properly. So they're going to use things that is going to make you be expressive. They're going to put you in settings that they're going to make you be expressive. If you do not express yourself properly, they'll keep on repeating that until you open your mouth, throat chakra opened. If you're lacking love, they're going to put you in a situation where that lack is made visible to you, so that they can show it to you. They can now bring it out to you. Love's supposed to feel like this, my child. You see, people are supposed to show you this. People are supposed to appreciate you like this. People are supposed to support you like this. People are supposed to be nice like this. Love is supposed to feel like this, my child, in the dream. If it's lacking, you can see people all day. The way they're treating you is not nice, even in real life, because you're lacking it. Your ancestors, they want you to be strong as a person. So they have to show it to you, your lack first, and then they show you love. Love's supposed to feel like this. You understand? Then when you finish that, when it comes to the sacral bit, that is when you're gonna know sex, business, sexuality. They're gonna be showing it to you, my child. You're holding yourself like this. You've been closed up like this. Due to this, you can't even look at it properly. We're gonna show it to you. We're gonna open that bit of you. Then you see in your dreams things that are happening around is related to that. How things are like. They don't look right. Then they start making them right. Then you start seeing yourself as well feeling right. Right? But that is it. That is it. You're getting there. You understand? But when it comes to the solar plexus, they're gonna get in there. You're gonna get there. You look at you. No one cares about you. No one cares about you. You are like that. You're a person. People, they just look at you. Even you in real life, no one even appreciates it. Like, that bit of you. You know what? It's just like that. So they take you in a dream state with people that you know. Then you start seeing yourself like, hey, I'm worth this. You should acknowledge me as such. You understand? Even your family members, the way they are like in real life, they will show you, because obviously a lot of things start even there within the female. You start getting all these things where you feel like you're not nothing, because you start from the female and then extend to the community at school as well. You get people telling you, bullying you at school, then you become like a small, like in that shell. You understand? So your ancestors, they use those people who were putting you in a shell in the dream state so that they can open you nicely. They remind you of what they were like. If you still don't see it, that these people haven't changed, even in the dream, your ancestors will keep putting them in until you see, this person used to put in a shell. In the dream, I'm gonna show the person my worth. That is your ancestors correcting you now, making you feel good. So you know, they open that bit. Unblocked, you're going up. Right? You're going up. Now you start telling people, I am like this. Ooh, nah, I do not want these kind of things. You start saying things like that. I do not want these kind of things. When they take you to school, people are saying things about you. You expressing yourself there. The teacher is lying and saying 1 + 1 is 3. You're telling the teacher in the class, teacher, please think about it again. That's your thorough chakra your ancestors are showing you. My child, we even taken you to school to show you that this chakra is open like this. You see yourself, you're passing then your exams. Then they show you as well that we're going up there. You start learning a lot. You start opening up your intuition. You start seeing things properly. You start showing nice things. They're opening things that you never even think they exist. Spiritually, you're seeing things that, what are these things that I'm seeing? Nature is like this. Oh my gosh, your vision starts being nice. Third eye. You start seeing people, sensing people out there. You're out there, like you start looking at people on the street physically. You're seeing them as they are supposed to be seen. If someone has got a bad heart, you start actually seeing something that's related to bad heart. You start like open nicely opened. Then you go into that cave, because they have to take you in the cave so that you can adjust nicely. You see yourself like now you're getting in that cave. You start complaining, coming here. Hi, this journey is difficult. This journey, I've never seen something like this. I can't deal with it. It is hard. I don't even want to be around people, because your ancestors have isolated you. Because now they want you to start hanging. They want you to start floating with your crown chakra. So you start complaining, I'm in isolation mode, I'm like this, I'm like that. You forgot you were seeing things, big things, like things were opening up, the third eye was opening. You start forgetting that bit. I start questioning myself. I don't know what is happening with me. Your ancestors. Now they start opening you nicely. And then you aligned, nicely aligned. Glowing, beautiful person. Anyway, that was just that. I think we finished. Okay, Lerato, I'll still. We finished, guys. We finished. 2 hours. What time is it? I need to pick up. Oh, I was about to lie. Still early here. Okay. I arrived late. Okay, that's Lerato. I've seen that one. If you still have time, I had a dream where my ears were ringing. Then I had a woman speaking in my right ear. That was beautiful. Then more voices speaking. Oh, then I panicked and the voices stopped, but the song played. Oh my gosh, Rato, that is beautiful. In my dream, I was in my bedroom, but it turned into outer space with all the stars. That's what made me panic and cry. The song was about how people are asleep and out of balance with nature. Oh, Rato, that is beautiful dream. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Not that, okay. Okay. Cutting my hair. Okay, bold. And twice now. Okay. First time, I don't know who it was. Second time, it was my husband. I was comfortable. I wanted a haircut. Okay. Remember, if something is repeated twice, that means there's something the first time you didn't get it properly. What you were meant to be doing right, you didn't do right. So they have to bring it back to you so you see it nicely. So if they use something, someone cutting you, remember, with hair, we get our hair get cut because obviously you go to the salon, you want to look beautiful, isn't it? Someone will cut your hair the way you want it to be, right? So cut it like this. That is me saying cut it like this. Yes, this edges this way. Like that. And the person is listening and is doing it the way you ask him. But if you're in the salon, someone cut your hair and throat chakra is blocked. They're cutting it. You're not saying anything. You're there bubbling up. getting angry, upset. And I'm paying this much. I don't know. This is not the hairstyle that I wanted. But you're not saying anything. That means in real life, you're not saying things when things are happening to you that are not right. They have to use the salon and someone cutting your hair to show you what you're like. Anyway, you're not saying anything. You're like that. Your ancestors, they can't believe it. Someone actually chopped. Now they see that you didn't say anything. They're bringing someone that now it is someone you're used to. It is your husband. Let's use the husband. She knows she will be comfortable with the husband, and she will be able to tell the husband, honey, please, you cannot cut my hair like this. Hey, bo, I just asked you to cut it this way, small nyan, and now you're cutting too much of it. I want my hair back. Put it back, stick it back. That is your ancestor. They show you that you're so familiar with this one that you even say things that actually they're impossible. But if they're showing you and you're not actually saying anything, then they are showing you. We even brought the person you're living with, someone you're familiar with, to do exactly what you said, to cut your hair. And even then, you didn't do anything, my child. We need to look into you. You need to look into yourself as well. Something there is not right. This throat of yours, we're going to have to give you a lot of water to open it properly, even the chest. We put even mint things so that it goes in there. When it goes there, gosh, I've been getting a lot of mint. That's why I'm using mint. And yesterday I had some nice drink with mint. I felt it was going into my system. So do this drink. Minty. So throat chakra unblocked. We need to look at you properly. What is happening there with your haircut, Nontan? You were comfortable, and did you think everything went well? Did you say express yourself properly? Like, this is beautiful. You cut it the way I wanted, and this is how I want, and it's beautiful. Remember, and sometimes when people are doing our hair, your ancestors can show you that Ngaka as a healer can do your hair nicely. She'll go there because she's that kind of a person. When they dealing with you spiritual, they will do your hair like this in the dream. You see me cutting your hair, doing so beautiful. It is nice, isn't it? Your ancestors are happy that if I'm doing your hair, I'll do it like that. I'll do it the way you want it. Beautiful. But if it's that other healer, they'll chop it. Like that, chop it, your ancestors are showing you. Look, even the way you came back, my child, you went there to get your hair done. That healer, they just chopped it. Look, this side is like that. This is not even a hairstyle that is old, because there's some hairstyle like this that looks so beautiful. But this one is not even ancient. In ancient times, we have never seen something like this. We sing it with you, and we are still puzzled as ancestors. What happened there, right? So they will show you that the person you want to go to is not going to cut your hair the way they want you to cut it. This is nothing to do with throat chakra. It's to do with what they're saying. That one will cut your hair nicely. If someone was dealing with you with your spiritual matters, they will do it nicely like that. If you were, let's say you ask your ancestors, someone was giving you advice, your ancestors are showing you two different kinds of friends. In real life, you have two friends, you went to them for advice. Your ancestors were watching you, going from one friend, having lunch with one. You're telling them, oh, I've got issues. You think you didn't get it right. You go to the next one. Let's meet for dinner. I've got issues. The same issues as that one. Some people, they really want to validate. If that one, whatever they said, even that one will say it. And actually, that one was telling you the truth, but you didn't want to hear the truth. You want that one. That one is going to agree with what you're thinking. So your ancestors, they're showing these two friends. One of them cutting your hair beautifully, that one that you didn't want to hear the advice from. And that one cutting your hair in a bad way. So ancestors will do things like that. They're showing you. That one, the advice, the way they were giving you was beautiful, just like this haircut. That one, the advice they were giving you, horrible like this haircut. That is their ancestors. They are good like that. They can be really hectic in those dreams. Anyway, Suzanne Tobela. Okay, that is it. I'm done. I'm done. It's 2 hours. It's too much. Yes. That's nice, PBM. That's beautiful. Don't panic, Lorato. Don't panic with the voices. It's beautiful. Yes, sometimes ancestors, when you open, they can just want to talk at the same time all together. Just guide them one at a time. Just tell them, yes, you're talking too much of you at the same time. Please just one at a time. Don't be panicking. Yes, it can be alarming, especially it's different voices, isn't it? Just talk to them nicely. They will listen to you. Guide them, because remember, you are the one who's supposed to teach them how you want them to talk to you. Anyway, that is just that. And khanyang, 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 khanyang. We've been here for too long. Khanyang, 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 khanyang. Oh, how do I turn this off? There we go.